this video about guest no-show strategy and execution and how to make money with guest no-shows and how to protect yourself. It was supposed to be a Layn quick tip, went way into the 7-minute tile and went way over the Layn quick tip limit. So it's graduated to Layn Turo University. So disregard me saying Layn quick tip in the video you're about to see, because it was meant to be a Layn quick tip, but I went on and really got in deep, and I lost track of time and went over. So it's officially a Layn Turo University video now. So stay tuned, watch the video, disregard me saying Layn quick tip because it's a Layn long tip. So stay tuned, watch the video. Layn quick tip, how to handle a guest no-show. First and foremost, to implement the guest no-show policy, you must send the guest a message through the Turo messaging app, notify them of the policy. Something along the lines of, hey, I'm here at the location. Please let me know if I have not heard from you, you're not here, but whenever you decide to show up, please give me a call once you arrive, because per Turo policy, after 29 minutes, this will be deemed a guest no-show. If I don't hear from you, if you don't show up, I might have to cancel the policy. You might be charged a Turo no-show fee. Something along the lines of that. You could paraphrase it any way you like. Read the policy terms as well and just put it in whatever makes you feel comfortable. But you do have to notify them of the policy. Doesn't have to be so technical though. That's the first step. Second, always understand that half of the driver fee, also the protection plans, and also the extras are also returned 100% refund. So they'll get their protection plan back refunded. They'll get the extras refund. So if they have extra prepaid gas, if they pay for extras, they get that back, and they get back half the delivery fee. Now, where the good side is, where you can actually make money at, if for your time, after 29 minutes, you can actually file and contact Turo immediately. They'll look and verify that you actually sent them a message, notify them of the Turo policy, and then at that point, they can actually cancel out the trip. It won't affect your metrics. You won't get any type of automated message because it was deemed as a guest no-show. They'll be hit if it's 2 days or less. You'll be paid 75% of 1 day, and if it's more than 2 days, you'll be paid the 2 days worth. You'll be paid for 2 days, basically. So where this comes in is there's a strategy I will implement, and I'll just teach you the strategy that I've implemented. Oftentimes, I actually try to work with the guests, and I'll even bend around and try to just meet them at their time. Sometimes they're just running late, maybe they forgot. But if I don't hear anything, I got to cancel out. Then I got to get prior to another booking. I have multiple cars. I can't hang around for 4 hours and not hear anything. That's a waste of my time at that point, unless it's such a long booking. Like, for example, because remember, if it's more than 2 days of a booking, then you get paid 2 days. So if it's a 4-day booking, you'll be paid 2 days for a no-show. If it's 3-day booking, you get paid 2 days. That okay, but what if you have a 30-day booking? I'm gonna let that go. So oftentimes, I'll contact Turo, let them know, hey, I'm willing to work with the Turo guests. They're usually cool with it as long as you notify Turo, keep everything transparent. They'll try to reach out to, I'll tell them, can you please call the Turo customer or guest and send them an email? Can you text them? Can you call them? And they'll usually do that to try to get the person there. That's what my strategy I've implemented. If it's a long enough booking where it makes sense, I'll wait around. I might not wait there. Technically speaking, I might go home, but I'll come back out whenever they're there, because at that time they're on my schedule as well. Because it's one of those things where you don't want to be in a situation where you're waiting for hours. At that point, it's on your schedule. If they're an hour late, 2 hours late, 3 hours late, so you probably have other booking, you have other things you need to do. They need to meet you at your time. Then you notify Turo, make it transparent that they're running late. That's why you have to send a message through Turo, so it shows the documentation. Don't just text them. Most importantly, primarily send them a message through Turo, notifying them, hey, I'm happy to wait for you. Just let me know when you get here. I have a few other bookings, or I have other responsibilities. I'll be back once you let me know. Now, if it just goes on and on and on, then at that point, contact Turo again. And then at that point, it's up to you. And if they say, hey, I'll pick it up tomorrow or 4 days from now or a week from now, and say it's a 30-day booking, at that time, you contact Turo, let them know the situation, and ask them, hey, this person's late. I'll keep the car for them, but I want to make sure I'm still making money for each one of these days. It's not my fault that they're late. And at that point, it's between you and Turo. That's what I strongly recommend if it's a long booking. But if it's, say, a 3-day booking, at that point, I'll say, it's up to you. But at that point, you can actually request Turo to cancel the trip out if they're over 29 minutes late. And at that point, you can still wait around if you want to or deal with it. But at least you'll still be paid the 2 days, and there's no miles that are put on your car. There's nothing. Your car's not going to prematurely age because they're not using the car. They're not driving it. So that means you actually made 2 days worth of the pay for a trip that basically is maybe 3 to 4 days, that might be worth it because there's no miles going on, there's no gas was spent, so you actually made more money actually. So you can do that, or you can wait around, up to you. And if it's less than 2 days, you get paid 75% of one day, which if it's just a 2 day trip or less, hey, might as well, right? They're not answering the phone anyway. Or you could wait around for them. Whatever you want to do is up to you. I'm just sharing different perspectives. What I've done is, well, if you're gonna cancel, what I try to do, I try to offer another service, because sometimes people just don't answer their phone. They don't answer Turo's phone, and then they'll contact me like 3 days later, or one day later, or they'll contact me a few hours later, and that's fine. I'll take their business, but I'll tell them, hey, I can't give you the car anymore because the reservation's been canceled by Turo due to a no-show. They usually understand that, but if they don't understand that, make them understand that and tell them, hey, this is a policy. I'm sorry, I'm just following the rules. I'm not Turo. I'm just a third-party host. Let them know, like, but I'm more than happy to let you rebook my vehicle. That's key. Now, if it was less than 2 days, you make 75% because they were a no-show. If it's less than 2 days, now you can have them rebook again, and now you just made extra money right there. You made another booking. That's a strategy to use. Always upsell, always call, always answer their calls, always try to figure out how you can upsell them. And this way, if they actually are at the point where they were a no-show and now they want the car, and even if you don't hear from them, you call them, you say, hey, your trip's been canceled. Let them know. Send them an email, send them a text message, send them a message through Turo. Let them know it's been canceled so it catches their attention. They might not take it seriously until they hear cancellation. I'll even send them a big red fire and maybe some emojis with saying stop. You can't pick up a card, like catch their attention, make it urgent, and then maybe put some crazy emojis like fire there, something that catches their attention, and say your trip's been canceled. Send them a message to Turo. That usually has them calling you and texting you within minutes, and they're usually furious or angry, and then you tell them the situation. They usually calm down and understand, or they're just pretty cool about it. They understand, hey, I messed up. Turo called me, you called me, I didn't answer. So at that point, you say, hey, I'm more than happy to let you rebook this vehicle. But if you don't rebook it now, it could be rebooked by someone else because I can't hold it just for you. As soon as someone books it, it's gone. At that point, they usually incline, so you know what, I'll book another trip. And especially if it's less than 2 days anyway, you just made an extra less than 2 days or 2 day booking on top of the 75% of one day bookings. You just made some extra money because you upsold them. And if it was, say, a 30-day trip, a 14-day trip, a 4-day trip, whatever the case is, same thing. Upsell them again. You already made 2 days worth without having your car being taken out, which is great. No miles accrued, no gas burn, car still sitting there, and you just upsold them again because you can't give them the car unless there's another reservation, so that it's covered with the Turo plan. That's a strategy. This went a little bit longer than Layn quick tip, but I really wanted to share how to actually strategize and maximize and make money as a Turo host with guest no-shows, and that's how you do it. People, love you guys. Like, subscribe, share. Always do your due diligence. I'm just your friend on YouTube. Layn out. Peace.